Hi everyone, it's Michael again from e-cigarettes Australia. Today we're looking at Kanger Aerotank's new offering, the Aerotank Mega. Let's have a look what you get. Nice little box with the unit, if I can get it out. So there's your tank, glass, dual coil. These have got the new updated Kanger Aerotank coils in them, and let me tell you, I'm a bit biased towards this clearomizer because I've been using one for about 5 or 6 weeks, and yeah, they're awesome. Really good. Kanger Aerotank have finally lifted their game. What else do you get? So you get a steel tank as well, so you can replace the glass one with the steel tank. Got a bit of a design on it. Not sure if that's in there if you happen to bust this, so you got a spare, you won't bust this one. It's quite thick steel as well, stainless steel. All food grade stainless steel these are made from. So you can either run it with the glass tank, or like I've been running mine with the steel tank, which I reckon looks quite good. Removable drip tip. Does have airflow control, which I'll go over in a sec. You also get a little beauty ring or plinth if you're running it on a smaller type battery to neaten it up. It comes with a coil installed, and you get one other coil if I get it out. We've got replacement coils here for them. We've got 1.8 ohm coils. And this one here is a 1.8 and the one installed I believe is a 1.8 as well. So this is where you change your coil. If you want to change your coil, unscrews out, and yeah, 1.8. So it comes with two 1.8 coils. We've got 1.8 coils. Replacements as well. There's also a few other variations, 1.5s, which I'm probably thinking of we will have soon for something different. First time you use it with any clearomizer, just check your coil just to make sure it's done up properly, because sometimes they're not and will cause leaking. If you want to change it over to the steel tank, you just unscrew this, and this is what seals it. You can see see these threads in the inside there. That threads up into this upper tube of your airflow, which seals the unit. I have to say, I've had no problem at all with leakage with these. I've had no, like I said, I've been using them for 6 weeks, and no leakage whatsoever. So that just slips off, and you slip it's got a little gasket up here, it just slips on. It's universal, it's exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which way you go. Another gasket at the bottom here, and then you can just screw that back on. It's got the nice little Kanger Aerotank logo there. What else has got written on? Yeah, Kanger Aerotank Mega, it's got written on there. That's where you fill it. Obviously your air hole's in the centre, and you've got them 4 outer holes to fill it. I will demonstrate how to fill it. It's not rocket science by any means. And then you've got your base. Screws onto the bottom. That's good. Once you've filled it, put that on there, and your airflow control is it's just got the one hole, and what it's got, which you can probably, what it's got is a groove inside there, and the groove, like that's the tightest draw, because the slot underneath gets wider as you screw it around. It gets wider, and that's fully open, and then it goes off. If you go past the groove underneath, it just won't draw at all. You get no airflow. And the same if you go back the other way. I tend to run it on its tightest draw, which is just down on the narrow end of the groove. It has a nice draw, to be honest. The airflow control is okay, but there's not a huge difference between the tightest and its airiest, which is the case with most of these airflow control clearomizers. They're a bit gimmicky. This one won't move once it's set. It's quite tight, so you got no worries about it moving, but it does have that adjustable airflow. But the draw on it is fine. It's great, in fact. And like I said, I've had no leaking problems at all. These are the best tanks I've tried. Just consistency. They're just consistent vape after vape after vape. Like I said, no issues with leaking. Have had the occasional issue with gurgling. Usually when it gets low on juice, not every tank, but you may get a little bit of fluid just in here, and it's not in the top, it's actually down a little bit deeper. So if it happens, it's just a matter of getting a tissue or a cotton wool bud, drying them out, putting your tip back on, and it'll run for hours, days on end, just fine. But that is the only issue I've had with it, and it's not doesn't happen regularly, but it does happen occasionally. But it's a very simple fix. Usually it just means you need topping up with juice. Obviously that's an issue with if you're running the steel case. You can't see what juice you've got left, but you soon know you just get that burning taste immediately, so you know it needs refilling. And obviously you can see it if you're running the glass tank, but it's the only clearomizer that I've seen so far that gives you the options of the two tanks. So if you did happen to bust it, or you want to run a steel like tank, it sort of looks like the RBA, the rebuildables type look. And performance is outstanding. It just throws the vapour out. This is the tank I've been using. I'll just top it up. So you can see the 4 holes there. Once the fluid gets to the top of them, you can actually go higher, because this air hole does protrude out. Apparently it holds 3.8 mil, which I would say is probably correct. When you're filling them, like all these bottom fill tanks, you should just have a rag or a tissue, because when you uncap them, it does release the vacuum and it will drop a few drops of liquid out the top. But that happens with all bottom fill clearomizers. I definitely haven't come across one that doesn't do it yet. It's just a fact of life. Fill it up, screw your base back on, give it a bit of a wipe out here, because like I said, it's probably been just give it a wipe out there with a tissue or whatever you use. Put your top back on, obviously removable drip tip, so you can add another drip tip. These are just the nice stainless steel, decent size airflow that comes with them, but you can change that out if you like. We've got quite a range here of drip tips. Now performance. Give it a bit of a go. I'll just put some wattage through it first. Just oodles of vapour. Outperforms any tanker I've tried. I've tried the Nautilus, by the way, we don't sell them. This outperforms the Nautilus. There's a vapour reduction and flavour. One thing to note is, that I did notice, is if you do decide to use this steel tank, give it a good wash before you use it, because the first couple of tanks I did use, it did have a sort of a metallic taste through it, but I give the whole unit a wash. I was anxious to test it, so I didn't actually do it with this one. But yeah, I'd give the whole unit a wash, bar the coil. But definitely, if you're going to use that steel one. So there it is, the Kanger Tank Aero. Our best tank, no doubt. So if you want the best, give one a try. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. It also comes with a manual with a lot of pictures. Just to show you what I've just done there. So that's it. The Kanger Aerotank Mega. Kanger have done well there. About time they lifted their game. But anyhow, thanks for watching.